All right, and we're just going to do some of the application word problems before I stop. You can watch these in little bursts instead of the whole thing at once if you want, because it's kind of a lot. So on the back of the application, or the mixed problems, are the angle of elevation problems. So I should probably tell you what the angle of elevation is. If you think about, I don't know, an airplane taking off from the ground, the angle right here that it makes with the ground is the angle of elevation. It's just how far it's going up. So this says that we have this guy, Jack, he's at the zoo. Here's Jack. At the zoo, looking up at a monkey sitting on top of a pole. He's standing 24 feet from the base of the pole. I'm just getting all this information from up here. And the angle of elevation from him to the top of the pole is 23 degrees. And what we want to know is how tall the pole is. So this is kind of like the problems we set up for similar figures. This would be the hypotenuse across from the right angle the pole makes with the ground. And we have our angle that we're standing on. We're going to look. We have opposite and we have adjacent. The hypotenuse is not involved. Opposite and adjacent is tangent. So tangent 23 equals x over 24. And then solve. So the pole is 56.5 feet tall. All right, so let's look at the next one. An angle of elevation from Allison to the top of the Statue of Liberty is 70 degrees. The Statue of Liberty is 305 feet tall. How far is Allison standing from the Statue of Liberty? So we have our hypotenuse, which again doesn't have anything on it. This lady is obsessed, the person who makes this, with tangent apparently. We're going to stand on our angle and look. We do have the opposite and adjacent. So it's going to be tangent 70 equals 305 over x, which represents how far Allison is from the pole. And then solve that. She's 111.0 feet from the Statue of Liberty. Okay. Caitlin's mom is standing at the bottom of a water slide. So here's our water slide. I guess, there it is. That'll be our water slide. If the top of the slide is 40 feet from the ground, and the slide is 48 feet long, what is the angle of elevation from Caitlin's mom to the top of the slide? So the slide is the hypotenuse. Here's our angle, so we're going to go across. We have opposite and hypotenuse. That's sine. So we're going to do sine x, because we don't know the angle, equals 40 over 48. When we're looking for an angle, we use inverse. So it's 56.4 degrees, this angle. All right, try number 30. See if you can draw that picture and then come up with your equation. All right, so she's looking up at a 75-degree angle at the top of the wall. If this video cuts off while I'm doing angle of depression, that's it. I'm not going to do any more right now. All right, angle of depression is if you had like a little helicopter flying and it was going straight and it was going to land like this. The angle of depression is really this angle. But since it's kind of like parallel lines in a transversal, it is also the same as this angle down here. Does that make sense? Hopefully you see the alternate interior angles right there. Oh, hey, the first problem's about a helicopter. All right, so the angle of depression from a helicopter to a landing pad is 37 degrees. If the helicopter is 1,250 feet from the ground, what is the horizontal distance from the helicopter to the landing pad? Okay, we could put that X up here or here, but this is kind of the way we're going to look at it. Now, that 37 degrees is outside of our triangle, but due to alternate interior angles, we can move it right there. We have our hypotenuse here. And from this angle, opposite and adjacent. So once again, for the 100 millionth time, tangent. Tangent 37 equals 1,250 over x. And then cross multiply. And solve. So I can't fit it down there. 1,658.8 feet from the landing pad, horizontally. Okay? While on a hot air balloon ride over Washington, D.C., Xavier spots the White House below. If the horizontal distance from the hot air balloon to the White House is 1,478 feet, and the hot air balloon is 2,109 feet from the ground, what is the angle of depression, that would be here, of the helicopter or the balloon? But remember, with alternate interior angles, this can move there. And again, it's tangent. That's so annoying. Tangent x equals 2109 over 1478. Since we're looking for an angle, we use the inverse tangent. And our calculator does all the work. Second tan, 2109 divided by 1478. 54 point, really 55. Not, yeah, 55-degree angle of elevation. All right, go ahead and do the last two problems. Hopefully there will be enough time for me to quickly do them and you check your answers. But if not, you'll have to find out later.